welcome to Sunday Dusk. And here's your host, Corvus Twig.
Hello, everybody! It's your boy, Corvus Twig. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. You're all so kind. You're such a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. Thank you. We got resub. We got Hustle resub in 23 months. Oh, my gosh. In February, it's going to be 2 years. 2 years, Hustle. It's amazing. Oh, yes. Oh, Hustle. One of my most dedicated followers. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, everybody else who's here. We got a Lampy. We got a Ray Bandan. We got a Bunnyghoul X3, whoever that is. We got all the wonderful people in the chat, and we're so happy to have you all here. Thank you for deciding to spend a little bit of your Sunday night in the nice, cozy place that we call the Sunday Dusk Studios. Or the Corvus Twig TV. I don't know. I don't really give this place. I should give this place a proper name. Proper name would be nice. CTTV Studios, I guess, would probably be the best. I don't know. That works for me. CTTV Studios. I keep talking about how I got some new shows coming up. I'm being super friggin' lazy on creating the assets and stuff for it. It's coming soon. Don't worry. Twig's Missing Movies is coming soon. We're going to get to it. Live from the Draco backlot. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is that I keep trying to get all these things going, and my insurance company's holding me back. You know, he's like, oh, we gotta check these things, and you fill out the proper paperwork, and make sure you got liability for having Dreyfrig on. It's just a mess. It's a huge mess, but don't worry, folks. It's coming down the pipeline. Hey! Thank you so much for the 100 biddies, RPG Rooster. I just really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We got a hype train going. That'd be a good time for some of y'all to keep that going. Yeah. You know, gift subs or a thing. Anything? Hey, thank you so much. Yeah. We love the biddies. I will put those biddies into a long-term savings fund and turn them into more biddies or something like that. I don't know. But you got a fun show. You threw a peanut at me. You threw one of my guests from last week at me. We appreciate it. But yeah, we got a fun show today. We got some good news. We got a great bird of the day, and of course we got a wonderful, wonderful guest. But I'm sure you're all like, Twig, get to the news. Oh my God, another 100 biddies. Another 100 biddies. Oh my, and it threw peanut at me again. Not a peanut, but peanut as in a prop. Ow! Okay, that was a peanut. Okay, we throwing so many peanuts at me. Can we just bring news up? Can we just bring that up? That'd be great. Whee! Oh, yeah. Ben Tato makes new sounds now. Yeah, he makes new sounds now. He says we and ow. Oh, posture. Wow, posture check. I feel like nobody's asked me to check my posture in a while, but all right, sitting up straight, stretching, doing good. It triggers the wee when you first throw him, and then him going ow when he hits me. Problem is if like he comes in from the bottom or the left side of the screen, those pretty much happen at the same time. So he's like wee ow. Yeah, it's the way it works. It's the way it works now. I do some other fun custom sounds. Figure it out. Could have some custom. Oh my God! 5 community subs. We got the hype train. Oh my gosh! Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Oh, we got Emmy got one, Vesper got one, Exy got one, Twitch Radium got one, and some person who I'm not sure who it is got one. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Nani Nanimas. You are a wonderful person, and we are so thankful. And yeah, guys, such a great community. You guys are so awesome. You make a bird feel good. Make a bird feel real good. I appreciate it. All right. We gotta do the news. We got wonderful, great news today. So my first story comes out of Philadelphia. Where it is some sort of city with love and brotherliness or something like that. Well, we got a story about a pup, a doggy, who did a very wonderful thing. Let's show the picture. There we go. That is Kobe. Kobe is a husky. And what a handsome dog he is. What a good handsome dog. And what is Kobe in the news for? Well, Kobe was outside his house. And he dug a hole in the yard and was barking at it. And the owner's like, yeah, don't do that. Refilled the hole in, patched it up. And then like the next day, Kobe went right back to the same spot, dug up the hole again, barking at it, just being like, hey, you know, he's a problem here. So the owner's like, okay, Kobe keeps going back to this spot. Something seems kind of weird. You know, I got my little detector thing. I'm going to go out there and use it. And the owner, her name is Chanel Bell, grabbed a gas detection device. And she put it near the hole. And he started beeping. He started beeping real bad. So she immediately called the authorities, who were able to come in and determine that there was indeed a gas leak there. And then they tested the pipe. And they found out that in the area, there were 2 other bad leaks in the neighborhood. And if not for this dog, they might have gone quite a while without being detected. And gas leaks can be very, very, very bad. But thanks to Kobe being alert and digging in the spot and alerting his master, no harm was done. They were able to fix the gas leaks, get the new pipes laid, and do everything to make the neighborhood safe again. I mean, obviously, worst case scenario would have been multiple gas leaks, goes up, big fireball, takes out a whole neighborhood. Could have been absolutely devastating. There's so many other bad scenarios that are not that bad, but could be still pretty bad. But any of those bad things that could have happened, they didn't happen. So, luckily, Kobe may have saved some lives. We don't know how many lives he saved. We don't know how much damage he prevented, but he certainly did some. Gas leaks are scary. They're dangerous stuff. So, thank you, Kobe. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? You's a good boy. You're such a good boy. Hey, you're such a good boy. But yeah, you know, people just said, pay attention to your pets. And if you see them acting weird, you know, check it out. Animals are smart. So thank you for Matteo Iodonisi from ABC6 Philadelphia for the story 4-year-old Husky Kobe hailed as a hero for discovering gas leak in Philadelphia. Thanks to my source. Yeah, check it out. For your health. All right, so my next story comes from all of the United States. And what some people are upset about is a new federal guideline that has to do with street signs. You ever seen something like this? Visiting in-laws, slow down, get there late. Yeah, a lot of these signs, they're very useful for having information specifically about accidents or construction or something like that. But when there was no problems, they would often do, you know, little safety tips and guidelines, but they would try and inject a little bit of humor, like this one, you know. Oh, don't want to visit your in-laws, so slow down, or hate being alive, don't use your seatbelt. Or I don't know if they use that one, but they use a lot of them. But the Federal Highway Administration released an updated manual that spells out how signs and traffic control devices are regulated, and they said that the signs should not have obscure meanings, references to pop culture, or anything intended to be humorous. This should only be, and I quote, simple, direct, brief, legible, and clear when relaying information to drivers. So, among other ones that were used that are now no longer used is in Massachusetts around Boston, they would say, use your blinker. Or from Ohio, don't drive star-spangled hammered. Or from Pennsylvania, hocus pocus, drive with focus. And for New Jersey, and had hands on the wheel, not your meal. And yeah, Arizona in particular tried for the last 7 years to really have funny signs and even held contests for it. But the federal government stepping in, stomping on states' rights to have funny highway signs. And honestly, I don't know. I don't like this. But here's the thing. It's not a ban. There is no ban. There is no penalty for having humorous signs. These are guidelines and recommendations, but there is no ban. So if a state decides to put up a funny sign or something, they're not going to get in trouble. There's not going to be any fines. There's not going to be any, legal ramifications. It's just a recommendation. It just strongly recommends avoiding them. But you know what? I think the Federal Highway Administration has got this one wrong. Because I think the humor works. I think it makes the signs more interesting. I think it makes them more noticeable. And I think it's going to have a better effect if there's a little bit of humor in there rather than just having plain, boring information. Yeah, exactly, Dyfed. You remember them. You remember them. But yes, exactly, Hasio. It's hyperbolic. It's not, they haven't banned anything. They've just made recommendations, But it's what it is. I personally like the signs, so I think we should see more signs. I think they should use the thing from Bob's Burgers, his little song that they sing when they get in the car. Buckle it up, buckle it up, buckle it up, or you'll die. And that one should be on the sign. That'd be great. That'd be great. Anyway, thanks to Karen Kessler from NPR News for no more humorous highway signs to hoot at. Now, next one comes from the land of California. So we've talked about state birds before. We love state birds. California quail is the state bird of California. But they just got a couple new state symbols. And, call Usu for this one. Because California has a new state bat. Look at the cute little bat. That is now the official state bat. And, they have I'm looking for it. I'm saying it's the pallid bat. The pallid bat. He's now the official state bat of California. And I think every state should have state bat. Wait, are there even 50 different species of bat that live in the United States? I don't know. But this is cute little baby. Well, he's the big old ears and the cute little snoot. Bats are cute. We love bats. We stand bats around here. Exactly, and Bunny. He's baby. He's just precious little baby. And, the pallid bat, as somebody said, the pallid bat is as diverse as Californians. Pallid bats live in California's deserts, oak woodlands, coastal redwood forests, and high up in the pine forests of Sierra Nevada mountains. They live in social colonies and have a rich language of calls to communicate with one another. The food they eat is the way they catch it varies both within and between different communities of pallid bats around the state. And it's, that's pretty neat. I like that they're honoring a bat and making a state bat. But it wasn't the only thing the bill added in. You look in the bottom right-hand corner, they also now have a state mushroom. The golden chanterelle mushroom is now the official state mushroom of California. And it's a distinct fungal species. It's endemic to California. It's a great gold color. And the thing is that they're also edible and tasty. So you can eat these golden chanterelle mushrooms, and they have kind of a nice flavor. It does very well in the California, especially in the northern area where there's more vegetation. California is a pretty diverse state in terms of biomes. I mean, you got all sorts of biomes there. So it does better in the northern areas up closer to Oregon. And yeah, the chanterelle is a very popular mushroom there. So I think they made a great choice. Cute bat, nice mushrooms, wonderful. So great job, California. You're doing something good. So thank you to Sumya Karlamangla from CBS News for the article, California now has a state mushroom and a state bat. It's pretty cool. I think more states, maybe don't do a state bat. Do like a state animal that maybe isn't, something that symbolizes your state, but isn't the type of, everybody's got a state bird, which is good. I mean, every state should have a state bird, but maybe like, North Dakota could have the bison as its state, ungulate. Batman. Yes, more state bats. All right. Well, my last story is a bird story. Oh, we got a bird story. Now, this is a case of parrots being naughty birds. Let's see them. Look at these guys. African gray parrots. Now, we've covered African gray parrots on Bird of the Day before. And as you know, African greys are widely considered to be the most intelligent of parrot species and also have some of the strongest linguistic abilities. I mean, we've all seen Apollo. Glass. This is metal. This is a hat. Yes, we love Apollo. Go check out the YouTube channel Apollo and Friends if you are unfamiliar. But Apollo is a great one. This story ain't about Apollo. This is about his family members. Well, it looks like Emmy's already heard this story. Yes, it is. For a bunch of parrots were brought into a British zoo, and they had to be removed from the public because turns out they were rather foul-mouthed parrots. These parrots in their previous home had learned quite a number of swear words. They were making, as they described, obscene noises. Now, the problem is that none of the articles I found gave any specifics about what these obscene words were. We didn't hear what exactly they were saying. And I don't know if any of them are words that would be appropriate for me to say on Twitch. And, yeah, it's a pretty funny story. So, the parrots ended up being quite popular at the zoo. But the thing is that when people were around them and the parrots would swear, the people were delighted because they loved to hear the parrots swear. Which, of course, the parrots are like, yay, positive feedback. I'm going to say it more. Yep. They were swearing and swearing. So, now you did say it was 100 of them, Emmy. It's actually just 5 of them. 5 of them had the bad swearing problem, but they are into an enclosure now. They've been put into an enclosure of about 100 of them. The hope is that with these 5 parrots alongside 100 non-swearing parrots, that hopefully the swearing parrots will learn behaviors from the 100 parrots and stop swearing so much, rather than having the 5 parrots infect the whole swarm in the entire... It's really hard to know what's going to happen. But yeah, they have great imitative ability, and apparently the previous owner was quite a naughty parrot. Yeah. I kind of hope it does end up being 105 swearing. And it's just so funny because the parrots don't know what they're saying. They just know that this combination of words gets a bit of a reaction out of humans. So they're actually trying to keep them away from humans a bit, more along with their other feathered friends to kind of wean them off of it. But honestly, I think the best thing they should do is honestly just put these birds in like a beer garden and just have people be able to hang around the swearing birds in a 21 plus environment. I think that would be best. Like a bird bar. Just let them swear it up and learn more new foul words and dirty jokes. I think that would be the best way. I mean, who would want to go to the foul beer bird? You know, it'd be, I don't know. I feel like you'd come up with a great bar name. It has to do with birds, you know. The Swearing Parrot. Come down to the Swearing Parrot for a pint. I know. It's come on. Seems like a great idea. But, you know, the important thing, whether they swear or not, you know, I don't think really matters too much. To me, the important thing is that these birds are well cared for, have good social life, get all the food and socialization and space they need. That's really all that matters to me. But it's just so funny. Swearing parrots. Unfortunately, we don't have any sound clips. We don't have any examples of what they were saying. So just use your imagination. Just use your imagination. So thank you to Bill Chappelle of NPR News for the article, Foul-Mouthed Parrots Are Unlikely Stars at a British Zoo. Yeah, we love a... There once was a bird who went to sea. His mouth was foul and he went chirpy. I don't know. Anyway, that's all the news. So I guess I should get behind my desk now. Yep. Okay, well, it's that time, folks, for me to bring on my guest. My guest is a new friend of mine and someone who has only been streaming on Twitch for a very short period of time. Probably my newest guest. Giant Rodney. Giant Rodney's not my guest. It's Giant Rodney. We got Giant Rodney. Okay, bye, Rodney. Yeah, let's get out of here. Okay. Oh. I'm sorry, Bonnie. Before you come on, there's one more thing I need to share. Because I need to show off something amazing that Hasio did. I kind of almost forgot to show this. Gotta show you all this. Look at this art. It's amazing. Hasio drew this. It's our group of friends. We got Bentai on the right. We got Cannon Fodder. And we got Dreyfrig. We got Lampy. We got Hasio. We got Mobbot. And we got me. And we're all playing cards. It's so great. It's all like some of my closest VTuber friends. And we're all playing cards. It's so great. And Bentai's too big to sit in a chair. Just sitting down there. Hey, Dre. Yes, you mentioned Dre. You're right there in the middle. And apparently you need to lift up your eye patch in order to figure out what cards you have. I've also noticed that you have 3 cards in your hand while most of us have 4. I don't know what that's all about. All I know is that, you know, people who have took this picture can see my cards. See Modbot's cards. But, yeah, it's great. Bentai sitting on the floor because it's too big for a chair. Me sitting on the table because I'm too small for a chair. And, I think the most accurate aspect of this picture is that I have the biggest chip stack, because that's exactly how it would go. But this is a great drawing. Hasio did an awesome job, and I love it so much. It's fantastic. Thank you, Hasio. Thank you so much. Okay. Doug, you're the crow. So, Doug. Is it supposed to be duh? Are you calling me Doug? I'm Doug. Anyway, thanks for your sub, Dreyfrig. Love Dreyfrig. Dreyfrig's great. Well, Dreyfrig's best. Okay, now, where was I? Oh yeah, I have a guest. Everybody, welcome my new friend and great guest, Bunny!
Hello.
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 Hello. See, listen to the crowd. They love you.
Our
They love
gobble.
you.
Yee.
Well, happy Sunday.
Hello, Hasio.
Hello. So,
I'm not a cutie.
what? You are cutie.
What?
You're super
No.
cute. Look, you got like the little onesie on and your little glasses.
Never.
Wow. Don't do that when we're playing Lethal Company. That would freak me out.
Oh, you have not suffered the noises yet.
Oh, I've suffered some noises. Like
I'm sorry,
the other day,
Hasio. I don't mean to be too loud.
the two of us were going through, and I'm like, it's so dark, and I'm so scared. I'm so scared, Bunny. Yippee!
That I posted on TikTok has got a lot of views and likes so far for most of my stuff. So,
Nice.
yeah, I love it. I'm glad somebody clipped it.
Well, we're so glad to have you on. So, why don't you tell my guests a little bit about yourself?
So I'm really new to the streamer community. So far I've mostly just streamed Lethal Company. I plan to start playing Cult of the Lamb and some other games hopefully soon. I originally met Twig on VR chat, which is where I mostly hang out because I hide in my house all the time after work. I've got 2 dogs, 2 cats. You might hear one of them in the background at some point.
Well, we love animals.
Yeah.
I lose tracking. Come on. There we go. Yes, you are very much an animal person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about how you deal with animals on your daily life?
Yeah, so I actually work at a doggy daycare and kennel location. So I work with all sizes, breeds, ages, temperaments of dogs. We have a great system that if the dog needs daycare but is unable to get along with other dogs for some reason, we have what's called a red dog. And so there is a separate outdoor bay for them to use. They get separate attentions. That's really nice. We feed them, give them water, make sure everything's clean. I've worked at a few kennels before, and the one that I'm at now is just amazing. They care so much about their dogs. They care about cleanliness. They care about the safety of their employees. So I've been really lucky with them.
That's wonderful. I'm sorry. Some people saying you were really loud, so I'm just adjusting your volume. Is that better, everybody? Have Bunny say something again.
Bunny saying something again.
That sounds a little bit better. Yeah,
Does it? Sorry, I couldn't even.
I had you turned up too high. That was on me.
Okay.
That was on me.
Okay.
But yeah, we love animals so much around here.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite dog at the kennel?
See, that's so hard because I have so many favorites. Currently we have a 5-month-old Irish Wolfhound staying with us named Walter.
Walter's a great name for an Irish Wolfhound.
Right? And I am his person. He loves everybody, but when he sees me, he absolutely loses his mind.
Aww.
Starts jumping, starts nipping at my hands, starts, trying to lick me, which, minus the biting is fine. He's got those sharp puppy claws.
Yeah, they're 5 months old. They're still learning what are good bites and what are bad bites.
At 5 months, he's already taller than most of the full-grown larger dogs.
Well, yeah, Irish Wolfhounds are huge.
I'm so excited to see him grow. I hope he outgrows most of our Great Danes. Oh, he can already do that with half of us. Luckily, we are so used to having dogs jump on us of all sizes that we're usually pretty good at keeping ourselves from falling over.
It's such a fun, wonderful job.
It is.
Hang out with puppies all day.
But it can also be very difficult. I think a lot of people don't think about that part when they hear that I work with dogs. So I'm cleaning up dog poop, vomit. I'm checking for wounds. I'm breaking up fights. I'm dealing with dogs that don't like humans. I'm dealing with dogs who don't like certain people. cleaning the kennels. We had a dog have a complete blowout in their kennel when we came in that morning. It
Yeah.
was,
Yeah, it's not just playing with happy, friendly dogs all day.
yeah,
There's a lot of stink to it.
yeah. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. I really honestly love this job. I wanted to go into dog grooming at one point, but I learned that my allergies for dogs limits that. So yes, I am allergic to dogs and cats, but I will never give it up because I have a problem.
That doesn't sound like a problem to me, but now now we just gotta get you into birds more. Gotta get you into
I
birds.
do love me some birds. I did learn very quickly that I could never own one. Um, I burn incense in the house, and I don't think we have the space to give it a proper um, area for itself. But I do love birds, and I wanted birds as a kid, and I found out that with lovebirds, because I really wanted one, you had to buy them in pairs, and I couldn't afford that, so we didn't.
Yeah, a lot of.
But
I mean, I think any bird should be minimum pair.
yeah,
Almost
they're social
every.
creatures.
Yeah, and almost every bird that's bought as a pet is a parrot, and parrots are all very social animals, and they need. If you're not going to have multiple birds, then you better be spending, 10 hours a day with that bird. That's what they need. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, lovebirds. I haven't done lovebirds as bird of the day yet. I've got to.
You should. They have some
I've got
pretty
to.
interesting facts.
There's a certain lovebird VTuber who I'm kind of hoping to get
Ooh.
on and saving lovebirds for her. So yeah,
That would be really cool.
yeah. People
They are super
people in my
sweet. I
chat
always
probably
feel
know
bad.
who I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's okay. I'll just say it's Mango. Mango. I want to get Mango on. Mango, I'm calling you out. Get on, Mango. She's super cute. She's a little cute.
I'll have to go check her out.
Yeah, she's super adorable. Little, yeah, I mean,
A
it's
little
Mango.
lovebird. That's adorable.
So I met you through our mutual friend Lilith.
Yep.
And they invited me to a VR chat hangout group, and that's where I met you. We play a lot of VR chat together.
Yeah, and it's been such a great chance for me to make a bigger community and make more friends. I've been blown away by the amount of support I've already had through meeting everybody through VR chat.
Yeah.
It just again blows me away. I can never get over it.
Yeah, there's lots of really great people in there.
There really are.
It's organized by Skookum Hime and their partner Shredifire.
Yep.
And they host nights every Friday and Saturday night. And if you're one of my VR chat friends, just let me know. We can get you in the group.
Oh yeah, we love new people in the group.
Yeah. Just be warned that whenever they do game nights, if Shredifier's playing against you, Shred's like a savant at these VR games and will kick your butt. Will end you. But it's fine because he's a super nice. Because he's a super nice guy and never rubs it in your face.
And I actually work with him at the doggy daycare as well.
Oh, nice! That's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's wonderful. Lethal Company. Yeah, that's another thing. You and I have been playing a lot of Lethal Company lately.
I am obsessed. I'm pretty sure I've started annoying people when I'm like, "Y'all want to play Lethal Company? Want to play Lethal Company?
Hey, it's okay. I appreciate the interest.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Oh yeah.
I think I've only twice played Lethal Company where you weren't there.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still really bad
it's a fun game. I'm not much better at it. I'm there for the funny.
You let that guy kill me right in front of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The scariest part was when there was a guy that like stares at you and is just like, "Oh God, if I don't stare at him, he comes towards me." And it just got into an inevitable situation where it's just like I could get my way back to the starting door, but in order to turn around and open the door, he would kill me.
I'm that you're just watching at me, no. Somebody actually made a cosplay of him for a convention recently, and it turned out really good. And I'm like, I want to do that, but I have no energy. So I am going to be cosplaying a Lethal Company employee for NakaCon coming up in May.
Very nice. You
Yeah.
go to a lot of conventions, or?
No, I mostly go to NakaCon in May and then sometimes to NebraskaCon if we like have the money or can find a cheap hotel.
Why do hotels got to be so expensive?
I don't know, they're just getting worse and worse every year.
I know, right? Um, but I say you did cosplay. Have you done any cosplays in the past you're particularly proud of?
Yeah, I don't really I order my cosplays. I'm not a great seamstress. I fix things, but that's about it right now. So I've done things like May from Guilty Gear. I've
Nice.
done Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. I probably said that name wrong. My brain stopped working a while ago, many moons ago. I've done characters from Fire Emblem. I've got a Sailor Moon uniform cosplay, like the school uniform. I've done casual cosplays, so I have this little mermaid outfit that's literally those leggings that have like the scale texture, the scale look to them. And then I found this purple shirt and spray painted these shell tops gold and put them on the arms instead of the breasts. So
Nice.
yeah, think we're gonna do Mako and Ryuko from Kill la Kill this year, as well as Bridget and May from Guilty Gear, and then of course Lethal Company for myself.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't done cosplay in well, wait, no, I just did cosplay I did cosplay for Halloween this year. I went as Carl Heisenberg from Resident Evil 8. Did you ever play Resident Evil 8?
I have not. I really want to start playing more games. I will be completely honest. I didn't really get into video games until the last like 10 years after I met my husband. He actually kind of introduced me to other games, and then slowly I've been playing more and more.
Yeah, it turns out video games are fun, and there's, you don't need to be a try-hard first-person shooter master to enjoy video games. There's kind of a huge world out there. It's kind of like saying,
Right?
"Oh, no, sorry, I don't watch movies," or "I don't read anything." It's just like, it's a whole medium of stuff, and there's so many different things out
Exactly.
there. It's just like I bet there's games for everyone.
And it's my husband makes fun of me sometimes because he'll be like, "Okay, we should probably do something." I'm like, "But I'm in the middle of it." He's like, "Oh yeah, now you know how it feels." I'm like,
I heard the story of like this guy's grandma got into playing Tetris, and he was talking to her about it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, just the other day, beat my high score, got to level 53." And he's like, "Wait, what?"
"That's
Unlike the Game
amazing."
Boy one, because like level 53 is insane.
Didn't a 12-year-old boy beat Tetris recently?
Yes, Tetris for the NES for the
Yes.
first time ever. So specifically the NES version, he was the
But
first person to
how
ever get it to its
amazing
kill
is
screen.
that?
It's
Like,
astounding because you look at like once he hits to a higher level. But one thing that makes Tetris for the Nintendo really difficult compared to some older versions, and like in older versions, if you hold down left or right, it'll instantly shunt it to the left or right, after a second or something.
Okay, yeah.
On the Nintendo version, every movement requires a separate button press. So he was
Oh,
doing
okay,
it
okay, that makes sense.
so he was
God
having.
dang.
So they say that like a 12-year-old is almost better suited for it because they have the capability of those like twitchy button presses to really do it. And yeah, really impressed by this kid. Good job, kid.
That's really
And,
awesome. Oh, and Hasio, it's the school uniform.
Yes,
Flashy, flexible
fleshy,
hands.
flexible
Yes.
hands. Yeah, I don't think a crow would be capable of doing that.
No.
But,
But you can always try.
I always try.
Got your little tippy tappies.
Little tippy tappies.
Little tippy tappies can do it.
Small Pete's.
Little Pete's.
So going
Packing
back to
really
VR
fast.
chat, the models that you use in there, those are unique bunny breed models. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got those?
Yeah, so it originally started with me obviously wanting a more custom avatar. When I first started, I was using ones I could find in Prismix or other avatar worlds. And so Skookum Hime actually made my very first one, um, and it kind of set the mode of where I was going with the whole color scheme for her. I did not think or even plan to have like purple as a major color in any of it, so that turned out pretty cool. But then I started learning because I'm an impatient baby and I want to do stuff myself. And so I looked it up and I started like asking questions or watching videos, and I destroyed so many different avatars that I was making. I have just absolutely gutted them, and I finally got to a point where I could switch heads off of bodies. And so I took the original um, head that I was using. It's the Azuki model from booth.pm. And then I took the body of the Celestia model, which is also from booth.pm. And the Celestia model overall is really popular. It has a lot of choices, lots of outfits, which I need because I love dressing things up. Except for myself, I will sit in sweatshirts and sweatpants for the rest of my life.
Hey,
Um,
comfy is important.
it's comfy. I
Be
like being
comfy.
comfy. But so I finally, yeah, started customizing my own. I've been learning how to like recolor things. I recently downloaded Blender because eventually I want to learn how to make outfits. But that is a huge step that I'm not quite ready for.
But you're still doing stuff and altering it, and like the
Yeah,
models that you use in game look great.
thank you.
And yeah,
There's always little fixes that I need to
Mhm.
make.
What
But
what program do you use for all this?
so I use Unity, and then if I want to recolor something myself, I usually just use Krita or wow, I can't think of the name. Clip Art Studio? Is that what it's called? I believe so. And so those are usually the two I use. Krita's just usually the default to open with.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's helping me get back into my artistic side. I've started doing like um,
Well, you got other artistic stuff that
customize.
you've done?
Yeah, I draw. I craft somewhat so.
What do you mean, somewhat?
Like I said, I mostly do hand stitching and little things. So yeah, like the painting earlier, I'm trying to do more digital artwork as well. It's definitely a learning curve for me.
It is, yeah. Digital painting and drawing is so it's so different than using an actual physical medium. But like, there's so many
Right.
tools and
And
there's so many
I
things you can
have
do.
I have the Wacom tablet that doesn't have the screen on it. So I just stare at the computer screen itself when I'm drawing, and that's definitely been one of the most difficult parts is translating that hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, I tried using one of those, didn't like it, and just got one with a screen. I like it a lot
Yeah,
better.
I think I might trade mine in or sell it and get a screen one because I feel like the screen would be a lot more helpful.
Yeah, I just with digital, the thing that like when you're painting a painting in real life, there's no undo button.
There
When you're
isn't.
painting a painting in real life, if you have a dark background and you want to put yellow or white on it, you can actually do that without having to put 30 goddamn layers.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do most of my sketching on paper, but I've been very, very lax about actually practicing drawing more. I have been using like emote bases and chibi bases to draw over so I can customize things like all my Bunny Breed emotes in my Discord are all done by me.
Yeah, your emotes are fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I use a base, so the like the face and all the that line art's done, and then so I can add the hair and the color and the outfits and anything else. And I'm pretty happy with it. It's been really fun learning learning it all.
Yeah. Yeah, you've really come up with some really great stuff.
Well,
And
thank you.
It's a pleasure to look at. It's a pleasure to look at. And yeah, you're building
I appreciate
a
it.
nice little community. And I'm telling you, everybody, you got. If you're not following Bunny yet, you got to do it now. I
I
tried to
would
do a shout
appreciate
out,
it for
but
sure.
I think I screwed up the shout out command. Yeah, Hasio, can you do a shout out just to make sure? When are you gonna get? Or you can just, obviously you can just click Bunny's name on the
Do that.
title, and that'll bring you to her page.
I'm
And
slowly building up more streams. Like I said, I'm still pretty new, so I'm learning everything.
well,
The
yeah,
first couple of times my microphone didn't work.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, streaming is a lot of things you need to pay attention to, and you'll just keep learning things, and then you'll get
Yeah.
better and better, and eventually it'll come second nature, and you'll be doing great. Okay, thank you, Hasio. Thank you,
Thank
Hasio.
you,
Appreciate that.
Hasio.
Hasio's good.
Hasio
We
nice.
love Hasio around here. I was trying to think. So, I had something I was going to ask, and now I can't remember what it was. Actually, you were telling me that you were going to be doing a Chinese New Year celebration. How did you come about doing that? And
Yeah. So funny enough, really what got me inspired was I found a really cute, maybe a little flashy, uh, outfit that fits my avatar, and it is semi-related. It was brought out for the Chinese New Year, and I thought it'd be really fun because we don't, I do a lot of the Scurry Night stuff, but I want to start doing some more of my own or involving people. And so I decided I wanted to do a Chinese New Year celebration. I found a world that is a hangout world that has different like signs in it that teach you how to say certain Chinese words. And I thought that would be a really cool experience to be able to just hang out, and then you don't have to like focus on it, but you can casually look and learn if you want to. It's a really nice world. It's not too big. And so that's what I'm hoping. It's just kind of having a community event that I think people would enjoy. I'm still like deciding if I want to make a Friends Plus or a Group Plus. But, I have until the 10th. Well, really the 9th.
yeah, and that's
Which
Saturday?
I just realized is, yep, Saturday.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to be there. I don't think I got
Awesome,
anything going that
awesome.
weekend, so
That
I'll
would be great.
happy to be
I am very excited for it.
So yeah,
And I hope I can stream it. That's, I think, my main concern.
Mm-hmm. So
But yeah.
one thing I was gonna ask you, but I was asking a little about you, but you never really got into it. What is the lore behind Bunny Bree? What are you? What's this
So I'm still working on the lore, but really like Cliff Notes version. Bunny Bree, got sucked through a portal between space and time, and I'm being thrown into different worlds where I have to adapt. I do odd jobs to get by, kind of like trying a little bit of everything. And yeah, just going on little adventures.
Adventures are the best.
Adventures.
Yeah, is there? Well, I mean, you've been doing a lot of Lethal Company. I know you're gonna be doing Cult of the Lamb, VR Chat. Are there any other games you were hoping to play sometime soon?
I have been playing Suika because
we love Suika.
That's super soothing for me.
Do you play it in VR Chat or?
I do love the VR Chat version. I downloaded the Steam version, but then I found a free very furry version that I want to play because it looks really cute. And then let's see.
There's
I know
so
I had
many
a
clones
whole
and knockoffs
list
of that game.
There are, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I played a
get a whole
HoloLive
bunch of-
version. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it gets tricky though because like every time you load it up, it randomizes which girl is which size. So it's like if you play it multiple times, you're like, wait a minute, I thought Okayo was the cherry this time. Now she's the pineapple. What's
the
going
crabs.
on? Tinka Clone Bentai posted with.
There is a 3D version in VR Chat. It's called Melon and Chill.
Yes.
Let's see.
It's pretty cool.
I haven't told my husband yet, but I'm going to attempt to play old school RuneScape. It is his favorite game, although he'll tell you he hates it just because he's been playing it nonstop for 4 years straight again. But he is either nearly or completely maxed out on all levels.
Wow.
And he tried to get me into it before, but I really couldn't get into it. But now I have like an actual gaming computer. I can play it and feel better about it because my laptop did not want to play anything.
That just sounds like your average MMO player. Yeah, it's true.
It is old school RuneScape is old. There's Idle Showdown, which I know Lilith wanted to try out with me, so I'm curious of trying that one too.
Lilith has good taste. You should trust them.
I do.
I haven't
really
seen
do
Lilith
trust
on the Hangout nights recently. That's too bad.
Either
They've been
I'll have
busy
to reach
and
out to them.
kind of feeling sick recently. We wish Lilith a
the best.
happy health and all that good stuff. Now, one thing that you had mentioned that you enjoy collecting is ball joint dolls. How'd you get into that?
So there was this show anime years ago.
Rose and Maiden?
No, surprisingly
Maiden?
not. Not Rose and Maiden. It was a clamp animation. I'm trying to remember what it was called, but it basically had these semi-living dolls that would fight. And you could customize them. No. Let's see.
Custom Robo?
No.
Yeah, it was a video game.
I'm going to find it here. No. Let's see. Angelic Lair. That's what it was called.
I think I've heard of that.
And I never even watched all the episodes because I was like finding them on YouTube in the early 2000s. If anybody remembers what that was like.
Watching them in 8-minute chunks at a time on YouTube.
It was super pixelated compared to what we have now. But yeah, so I already like dolls. Obviously, I love Barbies. I've never stopped. It is, I believe, in the same universe as Chobits. And then I found out there were ball jointed dolls. I was, dicking around on the internet looking for like customizable dolls. I believe it was Volks, who was one of the more popular brands. Popped up. I saw the prices. I got nauseous and I walked away.
Yeah.
And now my
really
most expensive doll.
Yeah, stuff like that. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap.
So my most expensive doll was $600. Or is, I guess. I still have him.
Honestly, I would expect more than that.
But he came with no clothes, no eyes, no makeup. It just came very base. But I was lucky because I got the head and body separate. And the head had a specialty attached wig. So, he had the hair actually glued on from a original full set. So,
and did it come pre-haunted, or do you have to supply your own cursed soul?
Well, I'm pretty sure none of the ball jointed dolls are haunted yet. Okay, but I do have an eyeless porcelain doll that I found in the trash that I'm pretty sure has something in it.
And what? Any spooky things happen with that one?
Well, half the time I can't find it. It's never where I put it.
That's
like it has a specific spot.
Yep, that's step one for.
But sometimes I wonder if the animals just get them. I never know. The door's closed half the time, so I might just fall.
Yeah, it's just
but yeah, it's expensive. I love it.
Look, any hobby worth having is going to be super expensive.
Well, like both my husband and I play Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
expensive cardboard.
Yeah.
We own a Dance Dance Revolution cab, so the actual arcade.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He got that when we first started dating. They were just playing that. I actually shoot them upstairs so we could do the interview because you would have heard it right away.
Yes. I used to be so good at that in college, and
then it's going to sound horrible, but I also collect dead things.
Ooh, what kind of
Yeah.
things?
So I do a lot of oddity crafts. So I have quite a few. Like I have two cat skulls, um, a couple of coyote skulls, some spines of all sizes, all animal. I don't have anything human yet.
It's
But I like making
supposedly
art with it
shockingly
too.
easy to get human
Oh yeah, it is. We have an oddity
bones.
shop in town. I could easily just go down there if I had money and buy a full ass skeleton.
What do they do with baby teeth? I know
I don't
that
know.
parents take the baby teeth and leave money from the. What do they
Courting
do with the
dance.
baby teeth?
I don't know. Sometimes they give them back to their children,
They just.
which I think is a little strange. Being the person that I am, you would not think that.
Do most parents
But
just throw them
funny
away?
story. Some people do. Give
They
them to
give
the
them to the
tooth
tooth
fairy.
fairy.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. What does a tooth
Yeah.
fairy do with them?
Eat them.
Yeah.
They need that calcium.
Yeah,
It's a hard job being a tooth fairy.
The tooth fairy is some sort of eldritch monster that consumes teeth for sustenance.
So funny
Has
enough, though, speaking about teeth, back in May, right when I was about to go back to work after major surgery, I ended up having to have emergency teeth surgery, and I had 3 teeth removed
oh
because the infection was going towards my brain.
oh no, that's not good.
No, it's not. I was like, I was just recovering from major surgery too, and I was like, God damn it. But I kept them. I don't know where I put them now. I literally don't know where I put them. I think they're somewhere in the room with the rest of the body parts. That sound bad too.
Well, just grind them up and make a tincture.
Here, have some infected tooth tincture.
Yeah. Or
I was actually thinking about like wiring them up so they're showing the pieces because they're not whole, obviously.
obviously, no.
Heck yeah, Hasio, keep your
Kept your
gallstones.
gallstones. The
Hopefully, I
gall of
never
that
have
guy.
to have them, but I would. I should have kept my uterus. I kind of regret not asking them for my uterus back.
Yeah, it's like that's my
Like
uterus.
Boston baked beans, and they would have. They're legally required to agree to give you something as long as it wasn't,
Like,
real biohazard.
yeah. Yeah, here's an infected appendix. It's about to burst. Sure, we'll give it back to you.
I mean, there are people who like Hasio said they kept their gallstones. Those actually sell pretty good too. People get excited about them. People make jewelry out of them. I've got a bunch of fake resin teeth that look realistic. I made a very creepy Elmo who has teeth.
Nice. I
That's a
mean,
good idea, Hasio. Keep them
give
good.
give an open-beaked bird some teeth to really add some creepy factor there. Yeah.
And see, I have to be careful about getting certain bird skulls because if they fly or are native to a state, you cannot collect those.
Yep. The Migratory Bird Act does a
Yeah.
lot to
And
protect
see,
a
I
lot of birds.
never knew about that, and I really respect it. Just like,
It's important.
while it's not technically illegal to own bat skeletons, it is very, very frowned upon because there is really no way to get a bat skeleton humanely, even if somebody says they do.
Yeah, I think I've heard something about that. That like, there's really no way to
Well,
collect it, and
Bentar, your dentist sounds like a bud.
stupid dentist.
That would have
Um,
been cool.
but yeah, I think for when it comes to like bird skeletons, basically, if it ain't foul, you can't have it.
And I
So,
really want to get some like chicken or turkey skulls, but we'll see.
yep. And it's to say fowl, so land fowl like turkeys, chickens, pheasants, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Waterfowl like geese, ducks, that's fine. But
Ain't foul, it's foul. Exactly.
yeah, if it ain't foul, it's foul. It's exactly it. So, but that also protects those kind of birds from the. So I think parrots are also allowed because you can have pet
Okay.
parrots.
I
So you can have pet
know
parrots. You can have pet, as we say,
hornbills.
galliforms and and seriforms, which are landfowl and waterfowl. Though it's like those 3 orders of birds are allowed. But you want a pet crow? Sorry, no pet crow for you. You want to have
pet
a
crow,
cool
no
raven
skeleton.
skull necklace? Better be. Yeah, that's what'll happen to you.
Not the birds.
That's what'll happen to you. A flock of crows will come and get you.
A murder of crows?
A murder of crows.
A murder committing murder. Murder.
Murder.
Murder.
Wow. That's cool. I'd like to see your collection someday, but
yeah, I can show off
some
the
pictures,
pieces
yeah.
I've made.
we love
I need
the
to get back
spooky
into
stuff.
it. It's been forever.
Squishy.
I need to find a local curiosity shop. We found a great one in Door County, north of Green Bay. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, I don't know if there's any good ones. There's got to be a good one around here. I just gotta look for it. It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah, we can always look into it later.
Yeah. Well, just go on Google Maps and be like, oddities and
Oddities
curiosities shop.
I honestly didn't think our town had one because I went to Ohio and went to the one in. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of words today? I'm not wearing my hoodie that I grabbed from it either. Cleveland Oddities. And I like fell in love. My friend had to wait for like an hour and a half before I would actually leave.
Yeah, it was at that curiosity shop. I could have spent there all day with the girlfriends. Like, can we go check out the Hallmark store? But that's where I found my copy of Ornithology, a collection of weird and uncategorizable stories and poems on the subject of birds.
That's
Great book.
amazing.
I've read some bits from
Need
it.
some clips from that.
It's in a Spooktacular mostly, which is on YouTube, so you can go check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Spooktacular.
Yep, it's the 8-hour video. It's a big one.
Hey, sometimes those are what you need to get through the day.
Mm-hmm. But you know what gets me through the day? Talking about birds. Now,
Heck yeah.
it's time for Bird of the Day.
Bird of the day.
So,
Bird of the
we should
day.
go talk about a bird now.
Yes.
So let me actually bring up the PowerPoint
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Let's go!
Bird of the day.
All right,
Bird of the
here we
day.
are.
Bird of the day.
Bird of the day.
my, it's the bird of the day.
It's a bird of the day. The bird of the
Bird of the
day.
day.
We're gonna
Bird,
learn
bird,
about
bird.
a bird
Bird of the
today.
day.
So this bird is a very cool bird. This bird has quite a bit in common with my 3rd ever bird of the day. And it's probably a good idea it's been so long since I did that one, because I think I've stepped up my game a little bit on my bird of the day. And today we're going to be learning about, it's like, well, what were the first birds that Twig did? Well, we know he started with the American crow. And then I think he did like, maybe this is, actually it might have been my 2nd bird of the day. Because, you know, my earliest birds were like, I did the peregrine falcon really early. I did peafowl really early. But I think my 2nd bird of the day ever was the scarlet macaw. Well, we're not learning about scarlet macaws. Like, actually, there's scarlet macaw right above my head. Hi there, buddy. But no, we're not going to learn about scarlet macaws today. We're going to learn about blue and yellow macaws.
Blello.
From American crow to zebra finch. Yeah, darn right. But this one, oh, look at this. Look at these beautiful, beautiful birds. I mean, just the blue and yellow coloration is just gorgeous. Just an absolute gorgeous bird. They even got, you know, they're like blue and yellow and a little bit of green. They got little green hats.
And they could break your fingers off with no trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, they say that like a bird is like a toddler with bolt cutters on their face. Well, these guys have got
Pretty much.
bolt cutters in spades. That is a powerful, powerful beak. Well, let's learn a little bit more about it.
The pressure that you need to bite into a carrot is the same that you would need to break your finger. So, yeah.
I don't want to bite into a finger. That sounds bad.
Your brain literally stops you.
Yeah. So these guys are 30 to 34 inches long, although a significant portion of that is tail. Nice, like, 20-inch
5
body
inches.
with, like, 14-inch tail. And they got big tails. They got big tails. But they also got real big wings, 41 to 45-inch wingspan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, almost a 4-foot wingspan. It's pretty big. And they only weigh 2 to 3 pounds, but, you know, weighing 2 to 3 pounds, they need a
I
big
feel like
wingspan. What?
that's crazy. I wouldn't think they'd be so light.
I
I
mean,
guess I always
birds.
forget that they're like 90% feathers.
Yeah, the only birds that really get over like 10 pounds are going to be like turkeys or something, or swans that, you know, are, you know, obviously things like emus and ostriches
Right.
don't fly. Penguins are also, but most birds that fly, you know, their bones are hollow. We have hollow
Yeah.
bones. And that makes us nice and light and nimble flyers. Now, these
And that's, I think,
guys.
one of the reasons they figured out that dinosaurs were more closely related to birds than anything else. Was because a lot of the dinosaurs had hollow bones.
Yes, bone structure is very
Yay.
important. But it's kind of interesting. Like, not all dinosaurs evolved into birds. So most dinosaurs just
Yeah.
died off, but there was certain families of dinosaurs that survived and evolved into birds.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The closest living relative to the Tyrannosaurus Rex is the domesticated chicken. That's one of my favorite fun facts.
I love that so much.
But I could see these guys being a descendant of an Archaeopteryx or something like that.
I would have to look that one up for
Lizard
sure.
birds. These guys, nice long lifespans. In the wild, 30 to 35 years. That's pretty good for a wild bird. And it's very good for a wild bird. But there was old Charlie, was a blue and yellow macaw, who lived to be 117 years old.
Back in my
That's
day.
pretty old. That makes him one of the top 10 oldest birds on record. All
That's
of the
insane.
oldest birds on record are parrots. Parrots are just the longest lived, but come on, wisdom. You only got like another 40 years to go. You can do it. But yes, they are from the order Pistachiformes, which are parrots, and Pistachidae is kind of like what they call the true parrots. It's kind of your big ones, but well, we kind of really love their genus species name combo.
The ara 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 na.
Ara ara.
Just go ara ara.
Ara ara rauna.
Ara ara na.
It's like someone saying that.
I could do the first two.
Like our friend Luna, who's streaming right now doing her birthday thing. It's just like someone Japanese going and finding her attractive, like ara ara runa.
Ara ara rana.
Ara ara.
There we go. Ara ara rana.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. That becomes one of my favorite scientific names. Though it's still probably third place after the European or the Eurasian eagle owl, which is Bubo Bubo, and the Eurasian magpie, which is Pika Pika.
Pikachu?
Yes. But as you can see, these guys here are Amazonian birds. You look at there, it's like, oh, yeah, the Amazon rainforest. That's where they live. Little bits up there in the bits of Colombia and Venezuela, mostly in Brazil, but yeah, a little bit Peru and Bolivia and the Guyanas and those wonderful countries there where thick forest, it's where they like to live, but they also have been seen in urban areas because their parrots are smart. They go where food is. Let's learn a little bit about how they make more of them. So these guys, as you can see, they make their nests inside tree hollows. You can see them kind of poking out there. It's hard to get a good picture of the inside of a wild nest because they keep them very well secluded. Very smart. Very hard for predators to get inside of them. And, you just kind of keep them safe inside there. But on the bottom there, you can see those are some born in captivity. And you can see those are fresh newborns, and they're little gremlins. They're
Skin
tiny
babies.
little wingless gremlins. So,
Skin babies.
skin babies.
Skin babies.
Yes. Give us raw fruit, Father. Yes.
Yo, boy wants French fries.
Now, these guys, they don't do a big, elaborate mating display. Really, it's the men or the boys try and get the girls through showing off their feathers. And the brighter and more vibrant their feathers are, the more likely a lady is going to choose to mate them. Usually this is going to happen when they're
Gotta
3 or
shake them
4
tail
years old.
feathers.
Yeah. 3 or 4 years old is usually when they try and find a mate. And once they pick that mate, typically they will then mate for life. Those two will become a
That's so
bonded
sweet.
pair that will stick together until one of them dies, which is so sweet, so wonderful.
It really is.
And depending on how old they are, they may find a new mate if the other one dies. But they really like that. And now with a thing like this, the males and females usually are going to be pretty egalitarian. But this is a case where the female does all the incubating, and the male is basically her own private, food delivery system while she's incubating. He'll go out there, he'll find delicious foods, he'll bring it to the nest so she can eat, and she can stay cozy in the nest.
Getting some nest dash there.
But once the chicks are born, then both parents will take turns feeding the babies and taking care of them. And I guess the females are probably like, "Oh, good, I can finally get out of this goddamn nest and spread my wings."
I have a not so fun fact about the babies.
What's that?
So they lay 2 to 3 eggs,
Yeah.
but there will always be a larger one, and usually the other 2 will die.
Yeah,
It's
happens.
sad,
That happens
but
a lot.
Not uncommon, yeah.
In baby bird nests, it's
Just like blue jays, who just kick other eggs out.
yeah, or
Nice.
cuckoo birds who lay a much larger baby in the nest of a different kind of bird, and then yeah. Look,
Birds be birds.
the
Birds be birding.
first year of life for a bird is a very, very hard one. Those first 6 months, they're real rough. They're real rough.
Oh yeah.
But the chicks, once they're born, they'll typically stick with their parents for about a year. Maybe sometimes longer. Sometimes they grow up and stay in the same flock as their parents. And sometimes they go find a new flock. It varies. It varies. Because, if they're in an area, they find a good mate. Maybe their mate sticks around. They stick around. It's nice.
It is nice. That's my plan.
Mm-hmm.
My partner will never get away from me.
Now, as I said, these are very, very social birds, and they usually live in large flocks, sometimes as small as maybe only a dozen, but sometimes up to hundreds of them.
Oh, wow.
They'll move around from place to place. They don't so much migrate, but they'll have a pretty broad range, and they'll fly from place to place wherever they can find the most abundant food. They are very adaptable. They're very, very intelligent. These are some of the most intelligent birds on the planet. Macaws are kind of considered to be the second most intelligent type of parrot after the African greys we talked about them a little bit earlier. Cursing. But these guys, you could absolutely teach a macaw to swear. No problem to teach one of these guys to swear. They're excellent, excellent mimics. But they always say, one thing when I was researching them, all of them says, if you want to have a blue and yellow macaw, don't be a person who likes peace and quiet. Because these guys are loud, and they talk a lot.
They are simply the huskies of the bird world.
Pretty much. They are going to be screaming, chirping, chattering, making all different kinds of sounds all day, every day, and they might drive you nuts. But... I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. I mean, in the Amazon rainforest, it's a big open area. Big open area that's super loud with lots of sounds. They got to be loud to stand out and communicate with each other. It's their natural way of being. So,
fair enough. That makes sense.
But you just awesome.
But don't tell them your secrets.
Now, we were talking about eating fingers earlier, but though these guys are capable of biting your finger off, they probably wouldn't unless they were really feeling scared and threatened, because these guys are vegetarians. They do not eat meat. They might inadvertently eat a bug or two here or there, just because when you're eating fruits and stuff, there's probably gonna be a bug. There's gonna be some ants on some, but they don't specifically go for the ants or the big bugs. They like nuts and they like fruits, and that big beak is real strong, and you can get something like a real hard walnut, and they're going to crack that open no problem.
Just like my skull.
Just like your skull, little bunny skull.
Yeah,
These guys could probably be pretty vicious predators if they wanted to be. But no, being fruit eaters actually makes them very important because they will eat a fruit that has seeds in it, and they will then poop those seeds out and help spread those seeds around. So they're actually very important for spreading around seeds and stuff in the environment, and they do a lot of that. But here's the funny thing. A lot of the berries that they eat are poisonous. Not good for you. But the thing is, if they get a berry and they get like a little bit of a tummy ache from it, they've been known to then go onto the ground and eat clay. And the clay apparently absorbs and neutralizes the toxins. So, yeah, they found a way to like, oh, that's a bad berry. We need some clay. So I guess they're not good enough at knowing what berries are good berries and what berries are bad berries all the time.
Fair enough.
Now,
I wonder how their color side is.
Oh, excellent. Probably better than humans.
Nice.
Parrots have excellent eye color, and they're saying that they can see beyond the visual spectrum that humans can see, and there's some like ability to see like infrared stuff and just like colors and like. I mean, It's hard to describe. It's like, how do you describe a color that a human can't see to a human?
Right, exactly. They have more. I can't remember if it's called corneal cones or something
cones.
like that.
Yeah, whereas humans have 3 cones, they have 4.
Because there's the rainbow shrimp that also has that?
Yes.
No, yes.
Yeah. They have
shrimp.
Absolutely excellent eyesight. Eyesight far superior to that of humans. And so, I don't know.
We're just kind
Still
of like
doesn't help them identify a berry, apparently.
Pretty colors must eat.
With wavelengths, yes. So many waves, so many lengths. Now, I did talk about how, these guys, one of them did live to 117 in captivity. This is a bird that does adapt well to captivity. They do make good pets, but they're extremely high maintenance pets. So if you ever want to have one as a pet, you need to give it...
They are basically a child.
Honestly, instead of having a cage, you need to almost have like a room for them. Because they're big birds. They need space to move around. And they live in flocks. They require a lot of companionship. So you might want to think about getting 2. You might want to think about, giving them plenty to play with and interaction and make them your good friend. These guys are notorious when they're in captivity to considering certain humans to be close friends, family, loved dearest ones, and hating everybody else. So if you ever see one in, unless their owner specifically says it's okay, don't touch one, because
Agreed.
They don't know you. They almost certainly don't trust you, and you're going to make them uncomfortable, and you then may get bit by a beak that is capable of crushing a walnut.
And I have no idea what that feels like. Not at all.
Look, even the people that they love, you have a pet parrot, you're going to get bit at some point. It's just going to happen. You're going to get bit.
Or if you have one that likes you, because I had a neighbor who had, I think it was a blue and yellow macaw, but I could be wrong. But he liked a love bite. And that gave me a blood blister from hell.
Well, yeah, that's the thing,
But
is that like a lot of what they do, they do a lot of like preening behavior on each other and help preen each other's feathers and do that. And it's a love language to them, but it's going to hurt a human a lot more than it's going to hurt another bird.
We just got the skin part. That's it.
Yeah.
Fleshy skin bits.
So, yeah. And I say is if you ever want to have one of these as your pets, is you better do a crap load of research and a crap load of prep work and be willing to really put in the work to make a good space for them and a loving space for them, and be ready for the long haul, because you could give one of these parrots to your 10-year-old child and the parrots could outlive them.
Yep. That is true. It's insane.
One funny thing is that, they've got that, that the white and black on their face, that is exposed skin. And
Yes.
they will blush around humans they like.
Which is the cutest thing
It's so cute. And they'll fluff their feathers up. So there's a lot of behaviors that they do, but yeah, they're super cute. They're super cute.
They're the babies.
And I'm happy to report that in the Amazon where they live, they are thriving and their populations are stable or growing in most areas. Now, obviously, deforestation is the biggest threat to them, but currently they are considered a species of least concern. So we don't need to worry about losing them anytime soon unless, they keep electing people in Brazil that want to, for some reason, bulldoze the Amazon.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's not good.
It drives me nuts.
But, so what are my thoughts? Well, I mean, this is about as good as a bird gets without being a corvid. They're beautiful. They're intelligent. They're social. I mean, I look at all the lists of things that if I want a list of all the things that I say make for a great bird, I mean, they're pretty much ticking all the boxes. I got nothing negative to say about these guys. This is one of my favorite birds. They're my favorite species of macaw because I love that coloration. The gold
really
and
gorgeous.
The
little green top on this one.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
it's just cute.
Yeah.
It's just the vibrancy of that gold and yellow and just the blue. It's just the electric blue. It's just such a beautiful. And yeah, you know me. I love smart birds, and these are about as smart as they come. They are better than crows at linguistics, but they are not as good at crows.
Better than most humans.
But they're not as good at crows at problem solving and tool usage. So that's why they say it's just like, what's the smartest bird? Well, that's the thing is like intelligence is very multidimensional, and there's not really, some birds are better at some things than others, but I'd say these guys are at least equally as smart as crows, and so we respect
aren't
them.
Crows in their like Iron Age learning tools that are more?
Oh yeah.
I can't think of the word, but. Yeah, I just thought I saw something on it the other day, I think probably on a TikTok. Twig is the smartest bird.
Yes, I am smartest bird.
But yeah.
That's well known.
The fact that they're learning how to use more complex tools, that's the word.
Yes. Tools that have multiple parts and pieces and multiple functions. They're very impressive, and
that's why I love them so much.
Announced usually in March, and you only have until like May.
I'm hearing another voice coming through.
Oh, that would be my husband upstairs. I was wondering if you guys could hear that. I'm still working on a space that doesn't bring in as much sound, but we kind of have limited areas that our internet will actually stretch to. So we're working on it slowly.
You know what you gotta do. It's okay. It's fine. But we're going to call this bird of the day done, and we're going to get ourselves back to the studio, unless you got something else you want to say about this macaw.
I want to pet it. That's all.
But only if it wants me to pet it.
Yes.
All right, let's head back to the studio.
Studio time.
We are back. Wait, I don't need the music. Yeah. No music. This automatically plays whenever I go to the scene.
Gotta do a dance. Dance to the music. I do have heavy curtains up. And so this is still with the heavy curtains.
All right. Well, we're at the point of the time where we're going to play ourselves a little game. Oh. And we're going to be testing you on some trivia here, so. I know it's scary. It's scary.
I was not ready for a pop quiz. I did not study.
Oh, well, you've studied your whole life for this one. Some may remember a couple weeks ago we had Jindal on, who is a lion, and we quizzed him about lions in popular culture. Well, we're going to do the same thing to you, except it's going to be bunny rabbits. So each answer is going to be worth 2 points. You'll get 1 point if you can name the character, and you'll get 1 point if you can name whatever piece of media they are from.
Okay.
Let's see how well you can do. We're going to start with an easy one. We always start with an easy one. Are you ready? Are you ready?
No.
No, you're not ready. Well, whatever. We're doing it
But
anyway.
let's go.
Let's go. All right. Now,
It's Stumper
It's Stumper. And
from Bambi.
from Bambi. There you go. See? See? Easy. We know Thumper. We know Thumper. He's a cute little... I haven't seen Bambi since I was a little kid.
I will die crying if I watch it again. I just know that.
Yeah. It's kind of a sad movie.
Same with Fox and the Hound. Can't. Mommy?
Maybe we should move on to one where the main character's parents don't die.
Judy Hop.
Yep. From...
Zootopia.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Yeah. My brain almost said Dogtopia.
Started off with a couple Disney ones. There's actually quite a lot of Disney in here. There's a lot of Disney
That's
rabbit
not surprising.
characters.
I don't remember half of them though, so this is gonna be interesting.
I love Zootopia when it first came out, and now I recognize it's just propaganda.
Propaganda.
If only all cops were like Judy Hopps. Maybe I've ever.
Right.
All right. I'll move on to the next one. You're doing great.
That's Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh.
You were so scared. You're nailing these. You're off to a great start. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's just like, what's their name? Yeah, it's just Rabbit. Just Rabbit.
Just Rabbit.
Yeah, it's just like, we're just going to name people after what they are. Oh, what's the name of that rabbit over there? Rabbit. Okay, well, what's the name of that owl?
ACAB does include Paw
Owl.
Patrol.
ACAB, yeah. All dogs go to heaven except for those class traders in the Paw Patrol. All right.
Alrighty.
Who's this one?
White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland.
Ah, you're master at this. No problem at all. You're just nailing these. There's some hard ones coming up. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to humble you. All right.
That's Roger Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes, it certainly is. God. Have you watched this movie recently? It holds up.
No, but it's
so
like
good.
one of my favorite movies ever, so
It's
I
so
always
good.
remember it. It is good. I need to rewatch it.
It's honestly
My husband hasn't watched it since he was little, or since they were little, so.
It does a better job of merging like animated characters and real people than like a lot of modern movies do.
It really does, though.
Like Roger feels more real in the real world than like, I don't know, so many other things. Well, certainly like anything in the Star Wars movies, especially the prequels. Oh my
Right.
God, those are bad. But the story is just so good. Roger is legitimately funny.
It only took me however many years since it came out, I don't remember. It might have been my whole life. That when Jessica Rabbit at the very end was going, let's play a game. And he was like, what kind of game? Patty cake. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a fun game. And then he got really excited. And now, at the age of 36, in the year 2024, I realized what they were actually talking about.
Well, I mean, there was a scene in the movie where he thinks she's cheating on him, and it turns out that they were actually just playing patty cake. And Eddie took
Fair
pictures
enough.
of it.
But
such a
I
great
think
movie.
it is.
What do you think? Sorry, I interrupted you.
The photos.
All right.
The photos.
Who dis?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was either, but it was on the list of the top 30 greatest rabbit characters of all time. So
How are there 30?
this is Miffy from Miffy. I put the star.
Okay. As soon as you said Miffy.
I put the star
No,
next
it's
to
not
ones
Sanrio
where
one,
the name of the
unfortunately.
character is the same as the name of the show or movie they're from. So.
Oh,
Miffy.
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, Miffy. I've never seen Miffy. I don't know nothing about Miffy.
I know. I believe
Alright.
it is also.
Oh.
Why do you hurt me like this?
What?
I don't know this one either.
Yeah, no, this one.
I only gonna guess Steamboat Willie because that's the only thing I know. But
Well,
yeah,
from that era.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. You humbled me fast.
This is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Okay.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. From Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Yes.
What an unlucky one.
Well, you started off so great, but now we're starting to lose a few. But you know, it's a hard quiz. It's a hard quiz.
Yeah.
All right. What about this little feller?
That's Peter Rabbit from Peter Rabbit.
That is Peter Rabbit from Peter Rabbit. There you go. Yeah, he's a cute little bunny.
Yee.
I never saw the new one.
He is a troublemaker and a shit starter.
That's just what I've heard. I've heard the new movie is really bad.
I haven't checked it out. I haven't looked at any of the movies.
Like they made him like wild and have an attitude, like a Sonic the Hedgehog type character. Where it's just like,
no, they were trying too hard. That's trying way too hard.
No, Peter Rabbit needs to be a cozy tale. He can get in trouble, but still needs to
My
be cozy.
cabbages.
My cabbages.
Cabbages.
All right. You know this guy?
No.
What, you don't remember this great character from a edgy 90s cartoon show that only lasted a single season?
Nope.
No? No, you don't recognize Bucky O'Hare?
Nope.
Nope.
From Bucky O'Hare?
I never watched it, but when I saw the list, I was like,
Never even
oh,
heard of
yeah,
it.
I remember that guy.
I do not remember it all, man.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. Why is he green? Why is he green? I don't know.
It's severe jaundice.
All right. Well, this one's
alien.
from Japan.
Oh! Usagi no Jimbo. From the
Yes.
same name.
Well, I'll give it to you. It's Miyamoto Usagi from Usagi Yojimbo. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never read this one, but it looked kind of cool.
I read a single comic because my dad had a single comic from it.
Nice.
But I could recognize it almost anywhere now because of that.
Yeah. I bet it's pretty good. I mean, I've heard good things about it.
It is pretty good. I want to read more. For sure.
All right.
Dust Bunny?
From...
That's all I got.
You should be able to tell at least where they're from.
The
Just
Muppets?
look... All right, well, you earn 1
The
point
Muppets?
because, yes, they are from the Muppets. But this
I
little
don't know
fella's
the
name is Bean Bunny.
Okay, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Bean Bunny is in a number of Muppet things, but most famously is the little child at the end of Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh my god,
When
I forgot
Scrooge
about
goes
that.
out and says, "You there, boy. What day is it today?" "Why, it's Christmas Day, sir." And then he goes
Walt Disney World 3D Muppets was one of my favorite things to go to.
Yeah.
And I went it only once, and it was worth it.
Does seem lovely. But yeah, I never knew that this one's name was Bean Bunny, but it's cute.
Bean Bunny.
It's a cute name. He's such a cute
It
little
is
Muppet.
cute.
One of the cutest Muppets. All right, how about this guy?
I know it's from Arthur.
It is from
Why
Arthur.
can't I think of his name?
What is his name? It's on the tip of your tongue.
No, I can't think of it.
His name is Buster.
Buster.
Buster. Yeah. I never watched too much Arthur, but I can't believe that show
Watched
went
some of
on for
it.
as long as it did. Is it still
Right?
on? Are they still making
They
new
are no
episodes,
longer
or-
making new episodes. I don't know if it still airs though.
But still, it had like a 30-year run. It's like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, The Simpsons, look at them.
No, what are you talking about? The Simpsons stopped after 9 seasons. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, after the 9th season, they just said, you know what?
Ninth
This is the
season.
greatest show ever. We're just going to stop it.
It
And they
turned
never made
into a
any more.
Flash animation.
All right.
No.
Well, you should at least be able to get where he's from just from the art style.
Is it a Hanna-Barbera production?
Yes, so there we go, from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, but...
I don't know. Sheriff Bunny?
Sheriff
Rabbit?
Bunny. We're going to write down Sheriff
I don't know.
Bunny. No, that is not correct. It is Ricochet Rabbit.
Ricochet Rabbit.
Yeah, and I just put
Bunny
like Hanna-Barbera because like he was in like a whole bunch of different Hanna-Barbera shows where they just have like, collections of shorts and stuff like that. So it's just like, yeah, that's what they were with a lot of those characters, like
That's
Magilla
true.
Gorilla and Huckleberry Hound.
I remember Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah. He's just one of those characters from all those things.
Yeah. All little shorts.
All right, how about this lady? Here we have the original version and the woke version.
The woke version. The woke version. Crap. Lola.
Yes.
Lola Bunny.
From
Shit. Space Jam.
Space Jam. Yes, that is correct.
She does not wear a bra either.
Yeah, she's
She was quite a few people's awakening, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure a few people were made into furries after this one. So yeah. All right. How about this guy?
Oh, I have no idea who that is. I won't even pretend.
It's a video game. That might help.
I'm trying to think. Okay. Crap.
Thanks,
It's on the tip
Hasio.
of my tongue. Is it Star Fox?
That he is from Star Fox.
Okay. I see. I don't know the.
Yeah. Well, if you've never
I don't
played it,
know
you would
the-
know. This is
Yeah.
Peppy Hare from Star Fox. With his most famous of all lines, do a barrel roll. This is a character that
Do a
said,
barrel
do
roll."
a barrel roll. That's Sergeant
Sergeant
Pepper.
Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
All right, we only got one more to go. This is also
Why
from a
would-
video
I don't
game.
even. No, dude, I won't even. I don't.
Look, just because this game never had a North American release, I mean, I
Its
still
name
played
is
it
Rabbit
anyway.
from Rabbit. Rabbit from Rabbit. That's all I got. Rabbit from Rabbit.
Yeah, this is a deep cut. This is one I was least expecting you to get. This is Vibri from Vib Ribbon.
Yeah, I'd never even heard
So
of
Vib
that.
Ribbon was
That's
a
cool, though.
rhythm video game where you played as Vibri and you would like walk along a track and there'd be like you'd have to push like one of the buttons. I think it was like X down, L1 and R1. You would have to hit them like when she got to the certain things. But then like some of the shapes would be so like to be like a square would be for one of them. A triangle would be for another one, an X for another, but then they would like combine two of them together and you have to hit both buttons at the same time.
Oh yeah.
And so there was like 10 tracks that were built into the game. But one of the cool
Could you
things
send
is
me
that
music CD? That's
once the
awesome.
game was loaded, you could open up your PlayStation, put in any music CD and pick a track, and it would generate based off that track, and you could play any song you wanted in the game. That was kind of its neat main selling feature. So
That would sell me pretty easily. Like with our DDR machine, we have custom songs because it's not just the regular machine.
Are you
So we
running like
have-
Stepmania on it?
Yep, it's exactly what we're running.
Yeah, Stepmania is
Or In the Groove. In Groove, Stepmania, yes. I have a brain sometimes. But we have a couple of friends that we know who make charts, and so I'm always looking forward to one of our friends' charts. They live in the state next to us.
That's cool. I made a few
Yeah.
charts back in the day, back in college, because I played a ton of DDR back in the day.
That's awesome.
And I made a few custom things. The fact that that program has remained almost unchanged.
Yeah, for the
It
most part.
just works. you know.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to be anything fancy, and it probably runs super super good on a modern computer.
We actually, yeah, we just recently bought like a really good gaming computer just for that.
Nice.
I was using it for VR as well, but if he's going to be playing DDR while I'm playing VR chat, that doesn't work very well.
All right. Well, that was fun. You did pretty good. Your total score was 20 out of a possible 32. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good because there's some pretty hard, deep cuts in there. So I think you did pretty darn good.
Well, thank you.
Yes, that was better than Jindal did on the line. So. Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know your bunny's pretty good.
Sort of. I should study about bunnies more.
Bunnies are cute.
One of the reasons actually that I chose a bunny persona is that I was born in the year of the rabbit.
Okay. Well, born in the year. I don't know what the. Wait, I think it was year of the ox. Oh.
You're the ox, nice. The awkward pause. Honestly, I was like, for a moment, I was like, is he good?
I'm good. I'm just trying to think what to say. But anyway, we're getting to the end of the show. And is there anything last things you want to plug before we head on out of here?
Not really. If you want to check me out here on Twitch, that'd be awesome. I also have an Instagram under the same tag, BunnyBreeX3, which I use more than I do any Twitter or anything. So,
nice.
So yeah.
All right. Check Bunny out. Help her get to affiliate. You can do
that. That would be. That's like my biggest goal this year so far is to get affiliate and build a good community.
And I was getting ready to go raid into Luna, just as she puts up her "I'll be right back" screen.
Oh.
Oops. That's okay. We'll raid in anyway.
Raid. Quit
throwing Bentai at me.
Thank you, Bentar. I appreciate all the love, guys. It's really been nice here.
This is really fun. You were a great guest. Always good talking to you.
Thank you.
I'll see you around soon. So thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And we hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening and a wonderful week. And let's get ourselves through February the best we can.
Oh, yeah. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And what? It takes a second for Ray to start. Let's just start the music. Yay, music. We're gonna dance ourselves out of here.
Yay. Music.